Hey everybody, so today we're going to be learning from Chapter 2, Lesson 4. We're going to be learning how to turn percents greater than 100 and less than 1 into decimals and fractions and mixed numbers. Okay, so we're dealing with percents greater than 100 and percents less than 1. So to get us started off, first thing we're going to do is learn how to write a percent less than 1 as a decimal and a fraction. Okay, so this is like what we were doing in Lesson 3, turning percents into fractions, mixed numbers, and decimals. We're just dealing with numbers less than 1 and greater than 100. So the first percent we're going to deal with is 0.48%. Okay, so this is less than 1, a percent less than 1. And we're going to turn it into a decimal first. So I've seen a lot of you using the strategy where you just move the decimal place. So let's do that one. Okay, so that way we can all learn it. So by moving my decimal places, or my decimal place, I'm changing it into a decimal. Okay, so I have 0.48%. If I change my decimal place, if I move it 2 places to the left, okay, so if my decimal place is right here, I'm going to move it 2 places to the left, and then I'm going to get what my decimal should be. And I'm going to fill those little gaps in with zeros. Put a 0 over here. So this is my decimal now. All I had to do is move this decimal 2 places to the left. And now my decimal is 0.0048. Okay? And I move it 2 places to the left because it has to do with 100, which we'll learn later on. Okay? Now, we want to turn this decimal into a fraction. So to do that, I'm going to use what I know about the place value, okay? And if I add some dashed lines to this, I know if I said this, it would be 0 and 48 10,000ths. Okay, the 8 is in the 10,000 spot, so this would be 0 and 48 10,000ths. The way I say it is the way I'm going to write it. So 48 10,000ths. And that's my fraction. But I'm not quite done because I still need to simplify my fraction. So I'm just going to bring this down over here. Okay, and just by looking at it, knowing my multiplication facts, I know that 4 can go into 48 and 10,000, and you can use a calculator to give this a try. So I'm going to divide both by 4. Once you divide both by 4, you're going to get 12, because 48 divided by 4 is 12. There's the bell. And 10,000 divided by 4 is going to be 2,500. Okay? But still, I need to simplify this. It's not the most simplified that it can be. So again, I'm going to see, can I divide this again by 4? And I'm going to check with my calculator. And once you check, you'll notice it's right. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 2,500 divided by 4 is 625. Okay, so now we have our simplified fraction. So yes, we got our percent into a fraction, but this is the simplified fraction, so that's what we want. simplified. Okay, so today we learned how to write a percent less than 1 as a decimal and a fraction. We started with our percent. We went to decimal just by moving this decimal 2 places to the left, okay, and filling in those zeros. And then we put this decimal into a fraction. All right, so 48 10,000ths, and then we just needed to simplify. So that's our first strategy for today, writing how to write a percent less than 1 as a decimal and a fraction. We're just going to stop there, and then we'll learn part 2 of lesson 4 later on for homework.